What's up, guys? If you're a fellow Battle Dad, if you're a returning player for Season 2, if you're new at the game, or if you're just somebody who wants to get better at the game, this video is for you. Out of all the following tips and information you're going to get in this video, there's one thing I feel is most important for every single Battlefield 6 player to have the best possible experience in this game. That one thing is to simply take your time. And I don't just mean taking your time while actively playing, going from firefight to firefight. I'm talking about taking your time with the game in general. The battle pass can easily be completed during the duration of the entire season. Those cosmetics you want to grind for are easily completed with those 100 weekly challenges during the entire season. And those challenges remain even after each week has ended. As for weapon attachments, pretty much every single gun gets its most useful attachments by mastery level 20. And after that, you're only fine tuning for minor improvements. The base guns with low level attachments are excellent. So don't get trapped in the mindset that you need to spend hours trying to level a gun in order for it to feel decent. I know this from experience because this Battle Dad account is a fresh account. And I started all over again with all my guns at level 0. So I've experienced what it was like going from a fully leveled gun to a gun with nothing unlocked. And I can tell you that the base guns with little to no attachments are excellent. As long as you are using the guns for what they're made for, you're good to go. Don't use an SMG for long range stuff unless it's like the SL9, right? Just don't burn yourself out trying to unlock all the attachments and all the cosmetics, level up everything. Just take your time. So, for those returning to the game for Season 2, or even new players, which starts February 17th, I can guarantee that you will not be lost in the game. The core game hasn't changed since release. There's been a little bit of adjustments to and tweaks to some guns and some gameplay mechanics, right? But you haven't missed really much. You haven't missed much. You've missed some limited time events and modes. You missed some cosmetics. That's it. So let's leave season 1 behind us and look forward to season 2, what it's bringing, and look forward to just being a better Battlefield 6 player in season 2. Now, the first main tip for getting better at Battlefield 6 is to start focusing on singular parts of the game instead of the entire game at once. It's extremely difficult to get better if you're switching up your loadouts or your classes, your weapons, and you're playing different modes and maps constantly. The key is to focus on just a couple maps at a time within a singular mode. Set your custom search options to just a couple maps plus one game mode that you would like to focus on. Pick one class and one or two weapons and simply stick with them. Get used to switching up your loadout in the middle of games to flow with the match and use whatever is best for the current situation. So, what will happen with sticking to just a few things is you'll eventually get very comfortable with the situation you're in because you know your weapons and you know the map and the mode. So, you'll enter into this magical mindset called the flow state. The flow state, or in the zone as many call it, is why many times you'll feel that you're doing horrible, when you're frustrated. Then you'll experience times when you're locked in and you're a beast on the battlefield. You're not going to get into this flow state mindset, nor will you really improve unless you focus on becoming comfortable with specific guns or classes or maps and modes. All of your familiarity with these things need to come together before you can actually see improvements or get into this flow state. As for your actual skills in the game, one thing you need to work on above all other gameplay skills is your aim and movement. So you need to be able to put your crosshair on your target with little to no corrections needed and as fast as possible. You need to be able to shoot and then turn and run behind cover fast. In order to improve your aim and movement, I recommend a custom portal server with a bunch of bots to do what is called aim training. The experience code for the server is Zebra for Zebra Tango 6, Z4ZT6. I highly recommend hosting this portal server to practice a couple aiming and movement drills every single day. You don't need to spend much time here. 5 to 15 minutes is enough to get a little practice in, and even use it as a warm-up before you play some matches every single day. You can start your aim training by simply looking at the stationary bots, move around a little bit while doing your best to keep your crosshair on a bot. But once you do this for a little bit, start practicing moving your crosshair back and forth between bots. Aim as slow as you need to, because as the saying goes, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Eventually, you'll want to be able to do this extremely quickly, but that time will not come unless you start slow to be as precise as you can. Keep your infantry aim sensitivity low and gradually ramp it up until you're comfortable and smooth at higher sensitivities. Ultimately, you want your sensitivity all the way up to 100, but to get there, you need to practice at slower and lower sensitivities. This will also help with the shoot and move mindset to keep you from getting killed after shooting. The faster you can turn, the faster you can beat feet. So if your sensitivity is too low, you'll just turn too slowly. If your sensitivity is too low, you'll simply turn too slowly. Now, you could just strafe out of the way, but strafing is a lot slower than turning and moving. It doesn't matter what your sensitivity is. Strafing will always be much slower than turning and moving. So it's best to turn and run instead of strafing. Practice running, sliding, jumping, crouching, all together while shooting during your aim training sessions. I guarantee you'll see a ton of improvement by consistently reaching the upper scoreboards as you continue your aim training. Now that's pretty much all you need right now to prep for Season 2 and to be a better Battlefield 6 player. If you've noticed in the background of this video, I got a matchup from just earlier today where we won with ease. I was solo, I used a weapon that I was comfortable with, and stuck to the playstyle for which the gun is built around. So here I'm using the M417, which is really good in close quarters. So I stuck to the middle objectives with lots of CQC and didn't venture out. I took advantage of cover a lot. I stayed back and helped on objectives. I made sure to backtrack to keep the rear objectives held. I did my part, and because of that, I'm pretty sure we won. So thank you guys for watching, and feel free to rewind the video to analyze what it was I was doing during the match, how I stayed back, and I wasn't too aggressive. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps tremendously. And just remember, take your time. See you on the battlefield.